Hi everyone. I'm just, it's just so livid. What's going on? Today is just one interesting day. Growing up, I was always being told that I was like a call center. You know, a parent of mine would be like, one of my parents would be like, "Oh, you're like a call center," you know? And I'm thinking in my head, what do you mean? Like whenever we call you, you're always on the phone or whatever. And I said, do you know, during the day, I'm not always on my phone, but for some reason, people always say they need to speak to me on the phone about stuff. And I end up advising so many people. Like, if I can remember how many contacts I had on my phone, it's probably 300 plus. And I remember on one day alone, I had probably 50 calls. I remember when I was younger though, I had always people calling me asking me for advice and tips and this, that. And I remember the network provider around that time blocked my SIM around that time because they were like, they sent me a text. They said, "We have to stop your SIM from working." That's why I said to people I don't like free network for that reason. Because I remember that time I had switched to free. I was still in secondary school then. And I then remember they sent me a text saying, "You have made over," I think it said 70 to 80 text messages to 7 to 80 people, and then they put they put all the list of numbers, and I said this is too many contact. I was like thinking, what are you talking about? Because it's not a crime to use a pay as you go and you text who you need to text. I didn't know I had a limit of people I could text, because clearly when they text me, I text them back. So that's something that I definitely realized. Like, I'm not gonna lie though, I'll say I hate free, but they've really been horrible to me over the years. I remember trying to use them again in the future when I was doing my web design freelance thingy at that time. Look, yeah, this was before I had the offer to work in the law company doing web design. But look, you won't believe what happened. They stopped all calls from coming to me, and they created their own voicemail and did their own thing, and that really really hurt. And I said, look, I will never go back to free. I'm looking into other data bundles. Like, there's a reason why my face is all the way there, because I came out the shower, and yeah, I haven't moisturized my face though. I moisturized my hair with a special oil that I made, and yeah, some special products that I made. It's helped some people grow their hair out. I've given some to, when I used to sell it on Instagram. I used to sell a lot of shea butter mixes and some of my oils on Instagram. I think everyone would have remembered that who have been, I think those people would have remembered. I wouldn't say everyone, because this is like a new channel, because my other channel got taken at 400k subscribers. 400 subscribers, sorry. Okay, about 400 subscribers. And at one point, my Instagram got stolen at 1.5 million. A bit bizarre though, but that one I was growing it since I was in secondary school. But now, guys, I'm really just trying to make some nice short clips, but I hope it'll be with me enclosed though, because I came out the shower, and if, guys, I'm getting messages now. This is not about advice. This is what they're saying. Okay, it's about coaching. So I'm enjoying doing my charity work, mental health charity work. Guys, I probably should moisturize my face, isn't it? Because I haven't. I will after. It is what it is. You guys want to see moisturize my face? It's not a big easy. But no, I'm gonna moisturize it now. But I'm not gonna lie, I do find it very annoying when Like, I tell people of the mental health charity I run, and they don't accept what I'm doing and then try to tell me to do something else. And then when I show them some of the content stuff I've done in the past, they don't like it. I remember talking to someone one time and they didn't like the fact that I have lots of experience in entertainment. Even though I told them that, they didn't believe me. I may have had some certificates or whatever, but before I even had certificates on it, I was already in the industry. But, hold on a second. I don't moisturize like this usually though, because my hand, I'm holding it in one hand. I should really use my selfie stick, but I'm not using it right now. But guys, I normally shower like a lot. I shower like 2 to 3 times a day, usually. I try to, but apparently that's too much. I try to have a wash. It's different from a shower. If you know what a wash is, know what a wash. I don't need to explain it for you guys, but a wash is like a T-zone. You do your face and then the T-zone, your armpits and there. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like a shower, but like I have like a wash and a shower. I already know my face is oily. But I normally have really oily skin. But I notice when the weather's cold, my skin, like right now, it's supposed to be summer. Look at the weather. This is not summer. I don't know what this is. But I know it is a lot of... I'm going to put some away. One thing I would say and be really grateful for is as many times as I've lost my channel, I've lost my Instagram, even last year, lost my Instagram. This year, I nearly lost my Instagram like 3 times. The past probably 18 years of my life, because I've been using IT from a young age and I knew how to code from a young age. But from a very young age to now, I think I was illegally on Twitter at age 11. Dun, dun, dun. But not even I think, I know. And then it came in handy when I was doing pageants, because they told me that I need to go on Twitter for the pageants. And around that time, I had won Miss Popularity for votes. I think mainly my votes came from Instagram then, because I had 1 something million people. Well, I had a couple people, known and unknown, in terms of that industry were there. But then there's some people that were very known and people said they never heard of them. I was like, yeah, I've never heard of these people. And then in the future, people know of them. And I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Because certain people I knew before, growing up, or heard of in entertainment, most people didn't know who they were. But now, everyone's like, listen to their songs and watching their movies. I'm just like, I say when we were younger, you guys didn't know who they were. Yeah, people didn't really... I don't say they don't take them seriously because not everyone knew them, but I knew them. A couple of people knew them. I knew them. A couple of people knew who they were. And I won't lie to you. I was really happy for what's his name, Davido, because that man was like a womanizer. Because I met him when I was younger too. I want to say did I go to Big Boy Studios? I went to a few studios when I was younger, and I don't say I met him there, but I met him near there. And it was so weird because I was like, this guy's probably a pedo in my head, because he was trying to move to me when I was younger. This is why I was shocked. Whenever people are like, oh my god, he has a new baby mother and he has this, I'm like, I'm not surprised, because he tried to move to me when I was younger. So no, like I definitely agree with, he's definitely a womanizer. I don't know how his wife is dealing with him. I'm being serious. I can never be with a womanizer. I will never. I mean, with God's special grace over my life, if I meet a womanizer, I'm out. I'm out. But yeah, I won't say he's like the only celebrity in the past that I've met who were very weird. I say weird because I don't know, you can't see that I'm younger. I won't say there's a look you have if someone's younger or older, but it's just probably if you're around people concerning creative skill and talent, and you clearly know they're a celebrity. You're not screaming, you're not like screaming, get your autograph, take pictures, whatever. But I just feel like the other guy, is it Olamide, whatever his name is. I met him as well. And some other females, I remember the other, I forgot that girl's name. She reminds me to Thames. Is it Temmie? Thames. She sings similar to Tiwa Savage. Yeah, her name is Thames. Yeah. And yeah, a few Peace Squares and Trey Songs was following me. The actual account. It's a P Square. Yeah, the twins and Trey Songs. I was shocked that time. Even people kept DMing me from school. How was Trey Songs following you? I said, I don't know. I had a dream of this guy at the age of whatever, and then not long later, I prayed about why am I seeing him in my dreams, and then the next minute he had followed me. Creepy. Creepy, guys. So I think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I lost that account, I'm not gonna lie, when I got it back, I did still get certain people following me back because I made like an announcement on Facebook and Twitter then. And half of them I lost. Half of them half of them I gained back. But then that account got taken as well. Like, every account, I'm not gonna lie to you, in future I may need a social media management. It's that deep. I'm not joking, it's really that deep, because you can't be posting things that are, helping you get your getting like ahead or getting your way by. Because that time I was just posting things like design wise evangelism and dancing, because I was designing a lot of people's like posters, photos, stuff like that, editing. I did a little bit of photography, but anyways, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, doing voluntary work is my thing, and I'm really passionate about charity work. As much as people don't really like helping charities and not-for-profit, seriously, there's a lot of people, they don't like supporting. They don't. They say they do, but they really don't. And I'm just so grateful for the regional and international people that do reach out to me, honest to God. Unfortunately, I don't want to partner with some people that keep saying partner with me. I don't mind, but to know that you've already taken my things and you're saying I'm partnering with you, I'm not partnering with you. I don't care if you're an established businessman. I don't care if you're Chinese, Mandarin, freaking Indian, whatever you're from. I don't give a shit. But I never agreed to partner with you. I need to stop taking my stuff and saying, this is what I'm saying, like, guys, I haven't agreed to partner with certain people, and they say, well, we're partnering. Partnering on what? It's my charity, not yours. You need to get with it. And the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I knew someone like that was gonna try to take my charity in the past. I knew that would come in the future. So don't piss me off. Don't annoy me. Just do the needful, because I have to then take this very seriously and do with you the way I need to take you legal actions. But go create your own charity. Go do whatever. It's like, look, and it's not even like they're the first person has done something like that, but it's just the way they've gone about it is no shame. Like, I will never ever sit there and take someone else's charity just because they don't want to partner with you. All right, you just need to be washed with spiritual blood. That's what you need to be washed with, like the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach. You need to be washed with. People are so annoying. But guys, enough of the rambling though. And then I have this stalker. Guys, I'm talking about this stalker. And I don't like it because it's like, look, you said that you didn't want to talk to me, then you're stalking me. It's like, why are you stalking me? Why? Why are you stalking me? Why? But there was one stalker one time that one of my brothers had to speak to because it was crazy. It's like, if you read the messages and then you the action they took after was like, you read the messages of what they were sending me. Then the next day, you were knocking on my door. From the messages, it will look like you don't want to talk to me. But why are you knocking on my door? And my brothers had to ward them away and say, what do you want from my sister? Because we've seen the message you're sending her. Like, you're confused. Like, I don't hate Geminis, no offense, but they act so confused. Like, look, all the messages they're sending was confused. 50% they were interested. 50, okay, like maybe like 45% seems like they're interested. 50%, 55% seems like they're confused. And I remember saying, okay, don't ever talk to me because you don't seem like you know what you want. The next day, they were at the front. They drove hours at the front door saying, well, I wanna talk to your sister. She knows me. And then open the door and I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, you clearly said you're not sure what you want. Like, from the messages, when you read it, my brothers have read it, like, they were like, what is wrong with this person? And it's like, look, that person was warded away eventually. After said they waited outside for hours for me. I don't care. Because it's like, look, you're confused. I'm not saying all Geminis are confused. I'm not throwing that out there. But every other Gemini I've met seemed... They're the ones that blow it for themselves. They are the ones. With their actions, with their mouth, with their reaction, with everything. I don't say I hate all Geminis, but some of you guys are confused. It's really true. You guys do have two heads. I'm not joking. Like, that sign on the horoscope sign with both your head, two heads. No, I don't know what is going on. And I don't care if I'm going to be hated by this because I'm a Capricorn Cancer. I know we're 3-star signs, but if they probably need to go get a check do like a test on AstroLink or one of these other websites to say which 3-star signs are they based on location, time, place, and whatever. That might help them a little bit because it did help me when I read mine. I was like, oh, I'm not just a Capricorn. That makes sense. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I work well with them as friends. But anything love related, no. Imagine dating someone that's a Gemini. Seriously, or let's say engage or whatever. It's less serious. It's very serious. Let's say serious. 1 minute they want to kiss you, the next minute they push you away. Are you alright? Or like the same moment they can push you away when they were the one that reached out for the kiss. That is weird. No, Gemini, stay away from me. But come close if you want to do business though. But stay away from me. Love relationship because they ain't gonna work. And then, no offense to you people, but compatibility rate is a low. It will only take the special grace of God for love. The love compatibility should be drawn near. You know what I mean? But so guys, I pray a lot. So like, I'm obsessed with prayer. But yeah, look, this is the situation that I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not compatible with some Leos, but some Leos are not fully Leos because if I'm not compatible with most Leos, but then there's one that strikes out to me when I look at him, I'm like, yeah, I can feel the connection. The feeling of the connection is not enough because I need to see if we're compatible. Do you get what I mean? So I'm not knocking out all Leos, but they need to probably do the test too because like I said, since we're all 3-star signs, maybe they're more of a balanced Leo, so it might work well. Let's go through all the other ones. Taurus, it might work out only if they are healed from traumas. Because if I'm not healed from traumas and they're not healed from traumas, it'll be so imbalanced. But apparently they're like good star sign, love compatibility. But I've seen some that were mute. Communication was rubbish. Some that were so dishonest. So obviously things didn't work out, even though it could have worked out. But in terms of 50%, it was like 70%. Whereas with Geminis and Leos, for me, it was always like 30 under. Like, seriously. like we're bumping heads. I'm like, look, I'm a Capricorn. Have you not seen the horns? We're bumping heads. So even though I'm also Cancer sign, like my spirit picks up certain things. So look, I don't say all Leos and Geminis I can't be compatible with. I can if they're healed properly. If they're healed properly, yeah. And if they are also another star sign on top of what they have, because since we're 3 star signs, so if they're a balanced one, cool. Because if I meet a Capricorn and we're supposed to be compatible, and he has a problem. I remember meeting a Capricorn and he had a problem. His problem was he's jealous of females. He told me. He told me himself. He told me every female he was with, he was jealous of them. I met another Capricorn. He told me he had issues with 5 of his baby mothers. I met a Capricorn. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm like, you had issues because you're telling me you were, all of them said they were either jealous or upset that they seemed like they had things together and they didn't. Are you right? And you're supposed to be a Capricorn man. That is not a Capricorn man. I don't know where your masculinity went to. Your masculinity went out the window. And then in that case, some of the other star signs that I say like we're not so compatible with, I might end up being compatible with them because, like I'm explaining to you, I met some other star signs who I'm supposed to be similarly compatible with, but some of them have gone off their marbles. Some of the people have gone off their marbles. There's one I prayed about. I heard he's a player, and I'm like, we see how this goes. It wasn't meant to be compatible. And then later on, I found out their player ways, and I'm like, oh shoot. I mean, I heard it, but then I'm like, it's confirming it. Then later on, like when we're meant to meet, they counsel. When it's gonna, I'm like, I'm not even sad. I'm even happy that you're doing this, because I even warned you that we might not even be compatible, even though it says we would be. Do you get it? So I can't deal with players. I can't deal with fake. I can't deal with scammers. I can't deal with, like, the list goes on. So regardless of star sign or not star sign, if you're not a healed man and you have really high insecurities, and I do know there's certain guys that keep telling me they're interested, this, look, your insecurities are to the roof. They're to the roof. Like, I have an event. Let's say I'm having an open mic event. I say, come. They say, I'll be there. I've like created space and time. I'll be there with my friends. That day comes. Like, remember I said they're clearing the schedule? They don't come. They won't be there. And they ask me, how did it go? I don't know how we went, because you weren't there. Do you know what I mean? So people who are honest are better than people who aren't honest. But it's scary to know that guys can tell a female. I was just always jealous of the females I was with. Like, that is why. That is actually ludicrous. And it's happened to me multiple times when guys tell me. I'm like, did you know you're gonna tell me that? Did this slip out your tongue? Like, I'm shocked. I'm just like, this, I don't know. I just have to feel like I have to tell you. And I'm like, this is not mental health coaching session. This is not a life coaching session. So I don't know if I can help you with the issues in that area, because you need to know why you will just leave the females because you feel some envy or jealousy. Because envy is even worse than jealousy. Jealousy is bad, but imagine someone's envious of their baby mothers. That is just crazy. And then on top of that, the worst is, look, I just want someone to understand me. I just want someone to, and I think it's you. And I'm scratching my head. I don't understand a man that has 3 or 4 jobs, but he doesn't create time for someone that he wants to date, but he creates time to see the children and see the baby mothers. So if you have 3, 4 jobs, part-time jobs, and then an agency work, but you have time, this is why I'm confused, to go and meet your children, and then you end up seeing the baby mothers or whatever. And you have time to rest, but you don't have time to actually pursue the person you say you want to date, then nothing's going to happen. And it's like, okay, even though compatibility horoscope sign says you would be compatible, some people who you're supposed to be compatible with, you will never be compatible with, because they've not healed from something. I have traumas I'm healing from, but I'm healing from it very fast, to be honest. It might take a few years, but from me, like, I feel like I'm healing very fast. But when I'm seeing or hearing certain things from people's mouth, I'm just like, it sounds a bit weird. Even if I had 2, 3 jobs as a man and I started wanting to date someone, I would create time. So people's excuses are crazy. But this is what I'm trying to say. And also, like, with me being creative, like, 1 minute you see me on Bigo Live, the next minute you see me on I'm on High Five live stream, High Five live streams, and then I'm on what other live stream, Instagram Live, and then you know, I'm on as much lives as you can think of. I'm trying to remember the other Sorry. I can actually create time and create time for things and purposes that are meaningful. If someone called me concerning coaching or messaged me concerning coaching, whatever, I create the time. But there's many people who wouldn't create the time for anyone and for anything. And I don't know why. I thought I was bad, seriously. Like, I thought I was terrible, like, meeting up. I don't really do meetups, but I thought I was terrible because if I eventually did do a meetup, that means that day I. Doesn't mean I have less things to do, but I just created the time. Do you know what I mean? I mean, all these people that you're too busy for anything, you will not be in any substantial relationship. And that's not a curse, that's just like common sense. Because you wouldn't be able to create the time. I thought there's one person trying to get to know was the worst. They had never had time. Never. Seriously. And then when they contacted me, they would say where they were going or what they were doing. I'm like, I don't need to hear that. I don't mind you telling me, but it was because I would do that too. But it was a bit like, you don't even have time to create time to meet up with someone, but you're telling them where everywhere you're going. I'm not trying to track you, mate. So that's just it. I think I'm at my most comfortable with people that are honest. I don't really get jealous of envious of people. I don't even know what it feels like. I remember the first time someone told me someone who was making this much money. I don't want to say the amount, but they were like millions. And they said, well, they had the business and had this other thing they do, like a not-for-profit. And they said, well, that person told me they were jealous of you because they think you got to make more money than them in future. And I was like, wait, what? How old are they? And they said their age. They're in their 50s. And I was like, what the flip? But that person telling me that they were in their 40s, I was so confused. I was like, well, go back and tell them. Just go back and tell them, like, to leave me alone. Because I don't understand. Like, it's a bit weird, though. And, because I've always really been someone into charities and helping charities, helping people's companies for free. But I won't lie to you guys. I do feel like I'm going to continue doing charity work. I don't know how much people are going to hate me for this, but I don't care. I'm going to end up doing more charity work and not for profit. And people need to stop using my name online to create a business. I'm pissed off at this because look, I keep getting contacted saying you have this business, you need to file. I was like, I didn't create this. Because there's a time I went online, I typed in my name and I saw on a Chinese register, like China, whatever, it said most influential Chinese people. It had my name, it had my date of birth, and it had my address. And I'm like, I'm not Chinese. And I don't think I'm that influential because my accounts keep being taken away. But obviously in person, if I do meet people that remember me or remembered whatever, then yeah, cool. But it doesn't really work like that. You know, like my account doesn't make me who I like. If someone takes my account again, it doesn't really make me who, like, it doesn't make me someone because I already, without even being on social media, like, especially because the communities that I've been in, I've lived around parts of England already, and I really have a desire to just go visit our island. I love Ireland and Wales, but social media or not, I still have a community. Like, what you talking about? Like, it's still a community. So I do feel so sorry for people who are so bored of their life and they have to just keep saying things that's not true about you. It's so sad. And also another thing is, I'm gonna say like something bad will happen to those people that are prophet liars. When I say prophet liars, that you say things that you don't know, like, or you're saying things and then you're adding your own emotional feelings to it, to what you're saying. Like, you're gonna be dealt with. So I'm not saying I know anyone personally, but I had met a few who said certain things and I said that's not true. That was never me. And then I think when I had recorded it and sent it, it was like, I remember sending it. It was like in a group. I sent it. I said, look, it's what they said. It's not even true. And they were like, well, that's what the person thinks. And in time, you'll be able to see whether there was whatever they say was. I'm like, what they said is something of the past of me. But they don't know something terribly happened to me. But they're not saying they didn't know that. But they're saying this. So then that really, really shocked. It was my forum, by the way. When I say group chat, it was my forum. So, and they were in the forum as well. So I was a bit confused. I was like, what's this? And then I think after that, they must have left the forum. Apologized like 5 times to me. I think and counting, because they're still trying to say sorry. But I do feel like sometimes when people don't know when terrible things happen to you, it's just like they can say anything. It's just like, look, I don't mind what you're saying, but what you're saying indirectly, I didn't do that. But indirectly, this, and that happened to me. So, no. So, yeah. And I'm not the kind of person that has itchy ears. I don't look for these types of people that say certain things. But I'm glad I'm not around those types of people. Because things are not going to be nice. But no, I prefer people who are very thingy to the core. They're very not too hasty and they're very true to the core when prophesying. So true and so specific and so accurate and confirming. Yeah, I like that. Because when I do, people run away. They're like, whoa. And I hate when people say, well, you haven't started yet. I heard this thing where some man of God, he says, I haven't started anything yet concerning prophesying ministry. And I'm thinking in my head, you were not around me, were you, the past few years of my life when I was being attacked for doing those things in terms of working for God in that area? You weren't there. So don't tell me I haven't started. Yeah. But other than that, I do know something though. Most of the recordings I did had muted for a good reason, which God hasn't confirmed to me yet, but I know it's for a good purpose. I recorded that and it was live. Everyone was like listening to it and everything. And I was like, you don't know. You just don't know the types of things I've been ministering and people on. You don't know. And because you don't know and you don't necessarily feel like women can do the same things that men can do in this areas of ministry, you don't understand that I've been doing it. I've been doing it. So nothing has changed and nothing will change, you know? But other than that, I'm still meek about it. I'm just so very perplexed why anyone will ever say that I've never started. Especially when other prophets and prophetess and ministers and apostles, whatever, know that I have been doing, like God shows, and I have. So why would it take one person to tell me I haven't in front of so many other people? Like, unless they have some greed and jealousy or something in them. And I'm not assuming, by the way. I prayed about the person, and I'm just like, boy, it is what it is. And then like, what makes things really hard is that when you encounter people who are supposed to assist you, they turn on you. And they turn so quickly that you would actually ask yourself, are you sure you were sent? But they clearly were. In the moment they told you they were, you got confirmation before you even met them, you're going to beat them. Then they turn on you. And you would really think, why would anyone's divine helpers turn on them? And there's a scripture for this. And I'm not talking about Elijah and Elisha. I'm talking about... So I'm trying to remember the scriptures. I think it's Isaiah. The book of Isaiah talking about the mentor. I'm trying to remember if it was Apostle Paul or Apostle Timothy. Yeah, I'm talking about the mentor. So they had a mentor. So if the mentor and Elijah, they didn't have that mentor anymore, then they would be released into doing what they need to do. But it doesn't mean they're about to die, but it just means they need to be released into what they're about to do. But if they're not released into doing what they need to do, right, then the one of all creations will put a great judgment on that mentor who doesn't want them to be released to do what they need to do. So when people quoted any more scriptures about new mentor, get a new advisor, I don't need no new advisors. Do you know how many advisors have come and left and say God told them to be around me and they decided with their own flesh to turn on me? Do you know how many? I can't. It's countless. It's numerous. Like, and then even to make things worse, I say this: these people, they've been on TV or they're popular or not so popular, and they're very grounded. They're not like watered down. They're very grounded. They have their businesses. They have things that are going on for them, whatever. And they don't even take the offerings from people's money to give to themselves. They put it back into their buildings, into the church building, whatever. They're those kind of people. Grounded, stable, doing their jobs and their business, and they don't touch money from church. But what I don't like, is when, because people don't understand how God's going to do certain things and the grace of God over my life. So they like to chat shit. They like to say things. They say things after they're prophesying over you, and then they're the ones that's cursed because they're saying things that they shouldn't be saying. Either because someone else, they went to talk about you to someone else, or an idea popped in their head to say things that they shouldn't be saying. I remember they forget that they're prophets, so if they start releasing words that are negative, it's only bouncing back on them because they don't know how you're going to do certain things. They want to know. And I remember one time, one powerful woman going to tell me certain people going to want to know certain things, and they're not going to know that you were always seeking God's face all the time. Like, you haven't encountered, like you haven't this, you haven't, people are not going to know you'll reach that evangelism. They're not going to see those things that you do. I haven't stopped evangelizing, guys. By the way, I still evangelize. I go in the street, I still speak to people on the streets and online. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna really say something that what really annoys me, is when you're someone that's a content creator and your account gets taken, and then you tell someone these are the things that you should do before. It's hard for them to be because they want this evidence. But some of its evidence is I have them on like hard drive, USBs. Some of them on my MacBook. But obviously MacBook stopped working, so they're on. I knew it was going to stop working before it stopped working, but I put them on a hard drive. So if they want the proof so bad, I could show them. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like, so I might upload stuff that are old, but when I'm making newer content, I just feel like it's so important for 6:13 now. It's so important. Family group chat. Okay, so it's so important that people creating a new content should always save the new content, so at least they have a backup, because in case anything happens to your account, then it's not a good idea to just leave it just on your phone. And if you made it on your laptop, then it's different. You still you need to back it up because something can happen to your laptop. Like the time when Apple got hacked, I was well prepared. I was like working 24 hours on the clock on my blog. It was that time, it was All Africa. It's still there. It's All Africa blog. And I had in my spirit, something's going to happen to my app, to my Apple. But I was like, how could something happen to my Apple? So weird, because Apple's supposed to be seemingly protected. And I started backing it up. It was mad. Not long later, something did happen. And then I'm gone on my phone and it's got a news saying Apple was hacked. I was like, I wasn't in London then. I was up north. I was in Midlands. I was just like, oh my goodness. But it wasn't like, I was so shocked. I wasn't shocked no more. I was like, oh. So yeah, because what I was doing, like I had a lot of content I'd created. So things I had was editing videos and like creating designs on Photoshop. It would have been gone. Just gone like that. And I think at that time I was trying to create my website. Yeah, I was trying to create my own website for the blog, not the blog site I was using. It was a different blog site, and the current blog site I use is different from what I had. What I had is still there though. It was All Africa blog. You can go check it out. So now I'm wondering so hard, like, why would anyone want to sit there and hack Apple? Do you know what I mean? Like, who would want to hack a whole Apple? Like, you know? But it is what it is. They were that bold. They wanted to hack the whole Apple to stop everyone's system from working. Interesting. But no, I will never forget, guys. I will never forget. When I was just at my work desk at home, I was just like and then editing and designing and whatnot. But guys, I'm not gonna lie though, working on blogs are fun. So I want to travel blog one day. So I should probably still be focusing on All Africa blog, but I'm on my mental health blog at the minute. I'm doing a mental health blog, but and I'm doing day in the life of me blog, but I need to go back to the All Africa blog, and then go back to the mental health blog. But to be honest, guys, I want to start a travel blog. I'm being serious. Like, I want a travel blog, but probably in the next 3-4 years, I might be able to save money to go on like holidays. I say 3-4 years because I ain't a fortune teller. All I know is like probably 3 to 4 years. I don't know. It could be 2 to 3, 1 to 2. I don't know really, but I say 3 to 4, if not 4 to 5, because I really want to expand on the blog. And yeah, I can't stand selfish people either. I remember someone that was so selfish. Like, I take you out, and then imagine I said, I take you. I just want to have a bite of the sandwich. Just give me some of the sandwich. You can have a bite of my baguette, whatever the case is, or you can have half of my baguette. They didn't want to do that, and I was like, oh my goodness, because I remember buying 2 sandwiches for them, and I had a baguette, 1 baguette, and I was so confused why they didn't want to share the sandwich. You know. But then they found out it had milk in it. I was like, okay, I can't have that. I'm intolerant to milk, animal milk specifically. So I was like, okay, no, can't. But now I can't stand selfish people. Like, selfish people are scary. And what really confused me is when they know you have let's say my income was getting better in the future, and they will be turn around and act like they were never selfish. That is scary behavior, you know. I've never been selfish. Like, I'm the kind of person that I will always help people out. I always paid when I went out with geezers. I always sorted out. Every one of them can tell you I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I find it hard to be selfish. Like, I really, even once I said to my friend, I find it hard to look after my, like, is it when you take care of yourself or whatever? Like, she was like, yeah, you should take care of yourself. Stop taking care of everyone else. You'll sound like the breadwinner. Like, she's like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. I was like, look. She's like, I know you like to care for people, but you need to start caring for yourself. I remember, I'll never forget what that girl said, ever. I remember the moment I started doing that, it was hard. I was like, this seemed like a bad thing to do. I kept saying, why would I care for myself? Like, it just felt so bad. Seriously. I was like, this girl's turning me into a monster caring for myself. But after that, I couldn't continue. I had to continue caring for other people. But I think last year I started doing this thing where I focus on getting to know myself more. And this is last year. Over the years, like every year, I kept on doing that. Even before I had asked her whether it was the wrong thing that I always care for people. I was trying to care for myself, but it was so hard. But caring for myself, yeah, it was very hard. It's very difficult now. I just hope, like, finding the love of your life and they don't understand you fully, but they want you to understand them fully is also selfish, because if they don't want to understand you fully and they don't understand you fully, but they want you to understand them fully, is selfish. Get out. Just, here's the door. Make sure it doesn't hit you behind when you're walking out, because How does that make any sense? Like, it's like me saying, well, I know you fully understand me, that's why I like you, or you understand me, that's why I like you. And then in my head, I'm saying, like, I don't understand them though. Like, just think about it. I really understand you. I really like you because I really understand you. Like, I'm saying that about you. Like, okay, so if I said I really understand that person, no, I like the fact that they really understand me. Yeah, scrap what I said. So I like the fact that you really understand me, but in my head, I don't understand anything about you. I don't even want to understand you. Then that is not good. Vice versa, if they really say they understand, they like the fact that I understand them, but they don't understand me, that's not a good thing. I don't know if it's partly selfishness or they're just lazy. I don't know what it is. But no, 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 no. Let the choir say no, 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 no. Like the Yorubas like to say, lie, lie, titi, lie, lie, rah, rah. And the Igbos like to say, mba. Yeah, no. And the Germans like to say, nicked. Nicked, 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 nicked. Nicks are good. Nicks are good. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, because some of you people are very sneaky, I have some people tell me they watch my videos, but they haven't subscribed yet. So, what are you waiting for? Can you not, like, put on your glasses so you can't see and click the subscribe button just there below. If you can see and you forgot this time, click it and click the bell to make sure you watch and listen. But no, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know because I think by now my whole body's dried up. I try not to get my body dried before I moisturize. Alright then. See you guys.